¿Qué pasa, mi Raza? You're now tuned in to I Don't Know That's Perfect, the most professional and professional podcast out of South Austin. Well, now Texas. Well, now LA, Las Vegas, and we're going to keep going. I am Mario from the South Side, and today I'm joined by a very special, talented, lyrical, just a very enthusiastic ass rapper, a rapper, artist, whatever you can call it, stage performer, somebody that had to have been on the show for a long time now. And you may have caught him at one of our shows as well with La Buena Onda. I have Stephen Q. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? Hey, look, my mama call me Michael.
Okay.
My kids call me Daddy. My girl call me an asshole. Yo girl call me Poppy Q. But y'all could just call me Stephen Q. All right?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Man, bro, thank you so much for coming out.
Yes,
I know
sir.
this is, like we talked, it's been long overdue, and
Hell
we're,
yeah.
we're getting back into the motion of running it back to back. So I'm glad you were able to make it out. I know
Hell
it
yeah.
gets a little difficult whenever we're just all over the place and schedule and all that shit. So, but how are you doing today?
It's good, man. It's a good day. You know, it was one of my off days, but my off days are never off days. You feel me?
Stay working.
Yeah, you're always working. It's always something, man.
Yeah, that's how it has to be. You know,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time we take a trip somewhere, I'm like, we have to work. We're gonna have to sit down with somebody and make some shit shake, because
Yeah,
ain't nothing gonna happen unless you get to it, you know.
that is true, man.
And just for those that are tuned in, go ahead and give a little introduction to who you are and what you do.
Yeah. So, man, like I said in my intro, man, I'm Stephen Q. I'm a hip hop artist, melodic artist, entrepreneur. I am almost a designer pretty soon, because I'll be designing some more shit. I'm a engineer, music engineer, audio engineer, and I'm about to be a producer pretty soon too, because I'll be
shit.
producing with my other producers. So, I'm a lot of things, man. One thing is I'm not a bitch though. You feel
There
me?
you go. Don't come correct.
That's right.
So just I have already been a fan of the music you do and just everything you have always been working on.
Thank you.
Before we get to the project that you currently recently dropped,
Yeah.
one thing that has always like caught my attention, just not only from like the way you market yourself, the way you are in person, and the way, especially when you're doing your performances.
Yeah.
Because one good memory that I have was from when you came in to do our La Buena Onda show. I think it was a Halloween one.
Yeah.
And I forgot who it was. I think it was Jay Soldier that like kind of told you, it was like, oh, it's a hard crowd. Like, it's a hard, because it was a hard, like, you have a mixture of like people that are there for bandas, people that are there for rap, people for Spanish. So it's kind of like a little bit of diverse.
Yeah.
And so you knowing that, you went in with you already kind of knew how to approach it, because you weren't not just going to go out there and just rap and that was it. Like, what you do that catches my attention, the crowd interaction, how you connect with the people, because you even went out and I guess you could call it like breaking the fourth wall or whatever, and just started talking to people and started getting people dancing and moving, because sometimes I feel like that's what a lot of artists lack, is knowing how to read the room and how to control the crowd, because that's once you can do that, at that point you already got them wrapped up.
Yeah, for sure.
How's that for you? What kind of brought that for you to learn how to just talk to people like that?
Actually, first I had to break out of that show. For
Yeah.
sure. Like, I was at first when I was really rapping and kind of getting on shows, I was stiff as fuck. And I had to learn the hard way. And as every other artist, you got to learn the hard way. You have to get up there, and people just have to look at you stupid, And it's okay, it's all right. But after a while, I started even getting comfortable with my music.
Okay.
So I started like, okay, yeah, this is getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better. Now, it may not be at its best, but for me, I'm like, okay, I could kind of do something with it.
Yeah.
Even if people don't fucking like it, they're going to remember like, oh, man, but your performance was amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how I always had thought about it. And shit, man, like I said, I grew up out of it. I grew up as a shy kid always, and I knew I didn't want to be that.
Yeah.
And I knew as an artist, you can't be that. And one of my great inspirations, like Kanye West, was definitely was a shy. Yeah, he was definitely shy at first. If you ever seen him like from his College Dropouts, just that whole trilogy as well, like he was shy. He was even nervous as fuck. But after a while, he kind of grew up out of it. Yeah, so that's how what I felt at that time. And man, I'm grew up Mexican, man. So like always at parties like and shit. you get out of it. As soon as you got a little bit drinking you too,
pumping.
Bro, hell yeah. So it's like when people see me dancing all the time, or interacting with different people, or people I don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
Even my girl asks me like, you don't even know that person. Like I don't know. I mean, if you seem like a cool vibe, I'm gonna fuck with you. And that's how I wanted to be at my shows. Bring that.
Get comfortable.
Get comfortable with me, and I want my fans and my supporters to understand, like, bro, get comfortable with me. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to do anything to you. It's just like, I want to enjoy this time and dance and relax and, have a really wonderful time. And I think that's what I bring to the table. That's what my music is bringing as well. But if you want to get like crazy aggressive at times, then hell yeah. Of course. And that's sometimes I make music like that. You can get crazy, get aggressive, and, but it's still like, hey, we all good and we all family.
Yeah. So. That's awesome. And I love that. When did it all begin for you? Like, because you said that in the beginning you were shy as a person in general. Mm-hmm. Well, I would imagine that it was kind of difficult to be shy already, and then like kind of get into a genre that's already kind of like pretty outspoken and abrasive, and not in a negative term, but like energetic and like in people's face and stuff like that. What kind of steered you into wanting to get into that?
Maybe just knowing the artist that I really wanted to be, wanting to definitely up my game. I always want to up my game every single time, every single performance. I always look back and see, like, what can I do better? I always have people even tell me, like, hey, you could do that way, way better, man. Like, and I'll take it, it'll critique. It'll hurt, but
it's gonna hurt a little, but we're gonna make it work.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make it work. And, I always want to keep those people around me, especially, I don't ever want people to tell me, oh man, that was good. No, tell me what I didn't do right. Truth. Tell me everything, bro. And for every artist, that's what you should keep around. Yeah. People that are gonna tell you like, hey man, that wasn't good.
Not to have like yes man or anything like that.
Yeah, man. And like never have that around you. I mean, I always tell people like just to make you better. And every time I do something, I always want to get better at it. Yeah. And that's what the music too. I mean, performances. I still feel like I can do a whole lot better. Mm-hmm. But at the level that I am at, I mean, I think I could possibly be one of the best.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it now for?
So for music, I've been writing since I was 16.
Okay, so it's just been something that you've always been a fan of.
Yeah. So I've always been interested in music, even when I was younger than 16. But I never really got into it until I was 16, and shit was going on at that time of life, and that's when everything just started to come onto paper. And then I'm 24 now, about to be 25 next month.
Oh wow, so, damn, we're gonna have to celebrate.
Yeah, bro, I'm becoming an old man.
Man, who you telling, bro? I'm hitting 30 this year, and I'm already feeling it, bro. But we're trying to figure some shit out before it keeps going, because life comes at you fast.
It does, man. Because even my youngest, he's like almost 10 years old. So.
Oh shit, yeah, I have an 11-year-old, so
yeah,
she's a daughter, a preteens.
Oh man,
I'm crazy scared, bro. So I'm right there with you.
I feel you.
Now going back to like what you currently have been doing and stuff like that, you recently dropped an EP called Miklo.
That's right.
And for those that don't know, I'm assuming that it was like an homage or sort of like based out of the Blood In Blood Out character. Mm-hmm. What inspired the name and the use of it?
Yeah. So of course, when I was younger, we watched Blood In Blood Out.
It was a must.
It was a must, man. We were fucking young. I don't even fucking remember what age I was when we were watching that shit. But we watched always a lot of gang movies and when we were younger, and it's not necessary. So Miklo, the project isn't necessarily about like Miklo himself. It's more just myself, because I am that white Mexican in the Mexican family. Like literally, I am that motherfucker.
You're the güerito.
Yeah, man, I really am. Like, and everybody's fucking darker than me. It don't even matter. Like, even from my mom's side to my dad's side, I'm like the fucking whitest. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know why. But so that's why I kind of interpreted. And but we did come from that, that street life as well. A lot of my family was coming from the streets or whatever, selling dope, whatever the fuck it is, gangs, whatever, and I was just lucky enough, I didn't want to do that shit. Yeah. We learned that even my cousins, we were just like, nah, it's not it.
You got to see it firsthand, so that's not the life you wanted.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy in this world, luckily Austin isn't that bad of gangs and violence too much, but it's
out there.
Yeah, it is, especially the parts we were at. So it's like, I got up out of that. It was easy. Not easy. Sorry, not to say it was easy, but it was easy for me just to get up out of it and just say no to all that and stay up out of it, stay up on my side, and just my mind and take care of what I needed to do at a young age. So that's pretty much it of Miklo. I mean, so I did put a little bit more of me into that project of what I was going through, what I have gone through, and what I continue to go through. And then obviously it has some like roughness, especially the one on How I Get with YC.
Yeah.
So that one's telling you like, okay, look, I know I said I'm not doing all that, but don't does not mean that
it can't happen.
It can't happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Twisted.
Yeah. So that's what I kind of like interpret that whole project as.
Yeah, and it's interesting you said that because like as I was listening, because especially today I was just going like just running it back. Cause it's a good project. I'm instantly a fan, and I feel like as I'm listening through the project, because I even had it in the loop, it's sort of like the way I saw it. It's like a sort of character development as each song goes. Because as you say, it kind of mentions a little bit of parts and pieces of you, and then still show sides of you that it's not necessarily who you are right now, but you still shine light to that part of you that has been and can be,
Exactly.
And so that's the way I like that you have that structure with the album. How long had you been working on it before you actually started promoting it?
So that was a pretty quick project.
Yeah.
So right after I had finished my last year's project, 2022 with Why Not Me, I went straight into Miklo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, the whole idea and the structure of it didn't even come until maybe 2 months before it.
Okay.
So, because I was still getting the song together.
Yeah.
But I knew I was like, okay, I wanted to be titled Miklo, but I had no idea of the whole structure just yet.
You just had like an end game.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay, this is what it's going to be. And then, I mean, at the end of it, I kind of realized, I was like, okay, I am kind of telling the story at the end. And even I have the little endings, I don't know, what do you call them?
The end credits?
Yeah, just talking about what's to come up next, and that's how I kind of got that idea. And I was like, okay, I want people to be prepared of what's going to happen and what's going through my mind and what's coming up next.
So it's like a sort of like a foreshadow.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of hope for the whole project to come, and people be prepared of it. I mean, that's why it was. Honestly, Miklo was going to be a whole lot longer.
Yeah,
it was going to be. I
kind of wish it was, but it's like one of those projects that's like, okay, it's perfect the way it is.
Yeah.
Like you go any shorter, any longer, it would kind of. I feel like it would throw something off. You know?
For sure, bro. And because I was thinking of a full on album, like a full on 12. It was going to be a full story. It was going to tell everything from
go all out with it.
Yeah, I was going to go all out, but I was like, nah, you know what? Let me just keep it short, simple.
Yeah.
I'll do something future and do some almost the same, probably maybe a part 2, whatever. I'm still going through it, but I think it was a pretty good idea to have it as an EP.
Yeah, and it's cool too because you already have that idea, the concept that could have been, but even now that since you decided to go with the route of an EP, I feel like it kind of gives you potential now to like kind of come back to it later and just sort of like reference it and just start kind of creating your own world just based off this project itself, because it's essentially like a movie. It's a short film.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can go on to like have the next project or projects down the line that kind of go back to it in a sort of like a creative direction,
Yeah, definitely like for the viewers and the future supporters, definitely look out for that, because I love that as albums. Like I love an album when it's trying to specifically tell something. Like some of my favorite projects is like 2014 Forest Hill Drive, and Good Kid, Mad City. I always go back to those albums and just realize it's like a fucking story.
Yeah, it's like
amazing.
Like structured specifically in that order, just to like. Yeah. There's like a whole overview of it that like people don't realize till you like running back. You're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
And I feel like it's stuff like that like a lot of people don't really tap into, because a lot of times I feel like people just kind of throw a bunch of songs together and just like drop it. They may all be good songs, but they're like, it's no, I guess like no creativity in the sense of like creating a story or
definitely
or
no
something
structure, man. And I think Beyonce was even talking about that years ago too, where albums aren't even structured anymore.
No,
and I think I could bring that back.
Yeah,
I could definitely bring that back.
Yeah, definitely would be exciting to see that, because it's always I've always been that type of person. You know how the to me, I guess like the one of the like the cringiest thing is when somebody can just like say there's a new album that comes out and they go to the fucking shuffle. Yeah. Like, why would you do that? Like, it's a disorder for a specific reason. Like, I cannot listen to an album on shuffle. Like, I have to listen to it from the beginning to end, like the way it was intended to.
Facts,
you know?
Facts.
I'm just a snob like that.
Yeah, no, I feel that because even me as an artist, like I literally put 1 through whatever number specifically in that line so that everything you understand everything. Mm-hmm. So that's what like Miklo was. So it goes from no option because I'm telling you, like from the beginning, there's no option left. You know, like I gotta make through with this music shit. I gotta do this. And then it just goes through that, like, no, I can't go back to the street life. Can't do that. And then at the end, it's like, no cap, look, man, I didn't graduate. I didn't do this. It was like, fuck, man. Now I like really got to get to it. You know what I mean?
Got real.
Yeah. So
I like that. So since you were saying that it was potentially going to be an album, was there a lot of songs that you kind of had for it and you kind of had to figure out which ones were going to make the cut?
Yeah. So there's a lot of songs that I kind of scrapped. Mm-hmm. You know, I even showed my brother on some of them because some of them were actually a little too hard.
Yeah. It's too much.
Because it was like I was showing my brother and he was just, this one song and he was just like, nah, man. if people can't
give it to them.
It's just like it's like a crazy. It was a good street like shit you want to hear like a trap song, but then people would be looking at me like, like it didn't fit me. You know, it's like I was like, okay, it's understandable, but it was hard as fuck. But it was like, nah.
So it's gonna come, but it's just people aren't ready for that yet.
Yeah. So I mean, especially for future music, you know, I want to get my supporters and people that are coming in, you know, kind of like what is to come. You know, it's like definitely what is to come. I mean. Even like I have a little bit of melodic on there, not too much, but it was definitely for more rap. So it's like, okay, if you like my rap shit, man, like here's to the future because I got a whole lot more coming. And then I mean, once I get to the melodic, then you'll know what's the difference.
What's the process for you like whenever you're trying to like when you have in your mind that you want to make a melodic song or get some melodies in there? How do you go off of that? Because I know. Back when I was younger too, I at some point tried to make music too, and I always have the hardest time going from like regular like rapping to a triplet, then back to just regular rapping on bar to bar. Like I can only imagine it's probably a little bit more difficult when you're going to melodic and then jumping back to rapping and then like getting caught one or the other.
Yeah, and it's honestly it is a little bit difficult. Yeah, I mean that's why I think so I have 2 projects dropping this year. One is more rap and then one's more melodic.
Okay.
And, right now, I think, especially for the people that are just coming in and you know wanting to know who Stephen Q is, it's I kind of want to keep those 2 separate to see like, okay, look, man, you might like this side, but hopefully you might like the rap. I don't know, but it's just kind of I'm just kind of like sliding it in a little bit. I'll probably throw in like a rap track at the end, like how some Drake shit, you know, I have like with Jimmy Cooks. I mean, you know, it was just like whole dance and then like the rap track at the end or whatever. So I mean it's kind of difficult for me I think because you just don't want it to kind of fall off when people are listening, especially because like what I was thinking I was going to throw a little bit more melodic onto Miklo.
Okay.
And that's what like when I was telling you I was going to make it longer, that's what I was going to do.
Oh, okay. Throw a bunch of them all over.
Yeah, so I was going to do like all mixed in, like definitely get a whole lot of me because I love melodic music. I love to do it. I think I do melodic better than rap, but that's just my opinion. But so that's what that full album was going to be, is like 6 rap and 6 melodic. So it was definitely going to be all over the place. But that's why I was just like, nah, just give them the full rap. Just give them the full rap. Right?
Yeah. So, okay, that's awesome. And so you say that you have more projects coming in. What more can you talk about the ones that you have coming up?
Yeah. So the new ones that are about to drop. It's a new tape that's about to drop. It's called When the Sun Sets.
Okay.
So I mean it's mostly what the title is called. I mean, you're mostly gonna be playing it at night most of the time, or when you drive in and the sun.
Some cruise slow jams type shit.
Some dope shit.
Okay.
Man. So you're definitely gonna get a whole lot more of that. It's gonna be amazing. It's definitely a whole lot different. I tell you. So when people hear it and they they're mostly listening to Miklo first, they probably won't like it. Yeah. Just my opinion, because I got a couple dance songs on there, and then I got a.
So you go to a whole complete direction. Then.
Yeah. So it's melodic, but I do something crazy different where I showed a couple people and they're like,
This you?
Yeah, it's like, and they're like, nah, that's whack. I'm like, no, it's not, man. It's good. Yeah.
And that I think that's important as well because obviously like you have what was the project that Drake dropped where everyone was like when I guess he was trying to do house music.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, nah, this shit's ass, and like it ended up being one of the biggest projects that summer.
Oh yeah. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it had a lot of dope songs on it too that like you just couldn't help but to listen to, and a lot of people get too comfortable in the lane that they're in that not a lot of people venture off, especially. I feel like a lot of people take a lot of time before they start experimenting and going out of the comfort zone because it's like, traditionally like you have like your first project where you introduce yourself. You have the second one where you kind of just doubling down on yourself, and then it's like further down the line that they start to like get experimental and start working with new stuff. But I feel like you're getting to that early on.
Yeah. Well, because really I don't have too much of a big fan base. My fan base is nice with it in a nice little hand. Where it's, I could do anything I want right now.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to drop a dance track, boom, I might even just gain more fans. Oh, man, I really like that one. And hopefully they stay and want to hear, different shit. But even for the newer people that are about to come in, it's like, be prepared for anything, to be honest. Like, I'm about to do a whole crazy switch up every single time. Everything is going to be different. It's not always going to be the same. I might not rap all the time, or I might not even sing all the time.
But you won't be catching them off guard at that point because they already know that you're willing to get into, like, any other space.
Exactly. And, I kind of feel like sometimes that's what artists should be reaching, as, like, because, especially like how the Drake shit, they're like, oh, man, he's about to drop the craziest, like with Loverboy. They thought he was going to, like, crazy rap all throughout the time. It was just be nothing but, like, verses, no hooks or whatever. But, it threw him off guard.
Yeah.
But it was still a good album.
Yeah.
But that's how I want my supporters to be like, man, we don't know what the fuck is about to drop. He just dropped this one single and it sounds good, but I'm excited to hear
different.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear the rest. And that's how I always want to be. I think that's what creates even just artists got to understand too, is just like, man, you got to keep your supporters and your fans on their toes. It's like, what is to come? You don't know what the hell. Yeah. Because if I drop this one single and it sounds like the rest of the whole album.
Yeah. They're already going to be assuming that that's all you're going to give them.
Yeah, man. It's like, nah, if I drop this one single, be like, okay, that was a fucking great one. Now, like, what the fuck is the rest gonna sound like? What else
is in store?
Yeah.
And so this one, when are you? Was it this when the sun sets?
Yeah, when the sun sets.
When are you planning on doing that one?
So I'm thinking about end of July, maybe beginning of August.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. Everything's still I'm doing final touches on it.
Yeah.
Everything's still being made. Cover as well. I'm so picky on covers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I see.
I feel like you have to be,
bro. Yes, and if I could, I would, bro. But if I could just be like, hey, bro, make me a cover. I don't give like, just make sure it looks good as fuck. But I'd be like more like focused on the music shit. I think I made a TikTok a while ago too, and I was talking about I hate fucking making covers.
Yeah.
Especially like people was like, oh man, don't drop albums, drop singles. And I'm like, bro, if I have 30 songs.
Think about every single one.
Yes, and I'll be like fucking stressed out. I'll just be focused on the fucking covers. Like, I fucking hate making covers.
You're going to have to do, what do they even have like AI that makes art and shit
AI,
like that?
But AI, it's all right sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like it's very like, it's never going to hit the same as whenever you come up with your own project. So
yeah.
But that, how does that take a lot of time from like your focus when you're working on music, when you're trying to come up with the cover?
I think so. Yes. Yeah. For me at least. I'm probably easier for other artists. I don't know. Yeah. But honestly, on me, because it's all just on me. I'll probably tell my manager or whatever, but I got to do more work than him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a manager, but the artist got to do full work. So if I be like, fuck, man, I'm thinking of, all right, music's done. Now I got to get the cover. Well, what the fuck is the cover going to be? I don't know. So it's like.
Do you try to get that early on, or do you save it till the end?
I always save it till the end, because even then, I don't even get titles until the end sometimes. Like,
okay.
Like when I thought about it was first, the album title was going to be Careless Summer.
Okay.
But I've been having that same title for fucking years. Yeah. So I was like, I need to change
switch it up.
So I was like taking a shower one day, and I was like, what else could I use instead of Careless Summer? What else is the summer about? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, when the sun sets. And I was like, oh, shit. And I didn't come up with that till like later on. So if I had the album cover already, I would be like, oh, bro, we have to change it.
It would have kind of influenced everything else.
Yeah.
I think that for sure is bound to happen whenever people try to like especially when you're trying to think of the overall project and you think of a cover already and a name already. I feel like you kind of feel like you're supposed to like go off of that, whereas opposed where you already have the music, you could just build off of that and then give them something that represents the project perfectly.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming then after that project you'll have the more rapping one.
We'll see. So for the 2024 one.
Okay, so we're going to next year now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm already thinking 2025 too. I'm going on tour 2025.
Yeah, like a whole 5-year plan.
Oh yeah, bro. I think every artist, if you learn it now, man, like stay ahead of everything. And I had to learn that the hard way. Even from my first project from last year of 2022, I realized that it's so much better to have music done way done before the time of like, okay, I want to drop a project this year.
Yeah.
You know, I had
you can just put it together.
Yeah, it'll be so much easier. That's why I had like all these projects already done at the beginning of this year. You know, I mean, we're already halfway here, but I'm already like, okay, I'm just doing final touches. Now it's going to be done.
Yeah.
You know, if I started like, oh, I want to drop an album next month, now I got to get
figure it all out.
Figure everything out, and
there's no telling how long that'll take then.
Yeah, exactly. But 2024, expect a lot, man. Expect something different. Expect my best work almost. Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be my greatest best work, but it's gonna be some of my best work that you've heard so far. Yeah, it's definitely gonna outdo everything I've done so far.
Is that something that you already are working on?
Yeah, so I'm already getting with my producer, my main producer that I've been working with for years now. Okay. Shout out my boy Maxton Beats. I will be working with other producers as well. Okay. So like Chino from Light Sound Studio. Shout out to Chino. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting that all together. Everything's gonna be fresh. Mm-hmm. So all these beats you've never heard before, and like I said, I'm gonna be hands on with it. So I'll be throwing some ideas as well. Okay. I'll be making the beats with them.
Yeah, so getting little pieces here and there to be able to change it up.
Yeah, man, and you know, even like some ideas that I can't even tell sometimes. So I'll have to like show them, be like, this is what I want, you know. And that's how I even move as an engineer, audio engineer as well. Like certain sounds, I'll be like, man, I can't exactly tell you how I want this.
It's hard to describe. So it's one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah. So I'm like, hold on, let me just do it. I think I can find it. You know, like, so I mean, that's just me, man. Yeah. That's just me. I'm all.
So you'll be all hands on deck on this one for sure.
Yeah, definitely all hands on deck, and I will have a whole lot of people coming through. You know, kind of checking it out as well. So this one is definitely going to be more of a lot of hands-on from a lot of different people. Okay. You know, definitely throughout the city, important people out the city as well. Yeah. You know, I want them to come through and, you know, see what I'm working on. And like I said, I wanted to create one of the best albums Austin's ever heard. Yeah. And if people out there, you're probably looking at your screen right now like, whatever, bro. You don't hate on me now, because I tell you right now, I'm going to.
He's calling it now.
I'm calling it now. I'm telling you. It may not be the greatest, but it's going to be the best. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you now.
I'm excited for when that comes. Yeah. Do you have what artists do you have in mind that you're working, or are you hoping to work with then?
So I'm trying not to do too much local. Yeah. Like I said, I really want to up my game and start getting into more of the industry. Yeah. I got a couple of people that I do know. We are investing a whole lot more into it. So I mean, we'll see. Yeah, we will see. Okay. I don't want to. I mean, I don't even know yet, but we'll see. You know,
so we're shooting high on this one.
We shooting high. Okay. We're shooting high. Even if we don't get no features, bro. Even if we go in it, this is gonna be my first ever with just no features 2014. At all. Yeah, bro.
Man, I'm excited for it, bro. For yeah. What have been? I guess you've already mentioned that obviously you're a fan of Kanye and you're a fan of Drake. What have been some of your influential artists that kind of like help shape the artist that you are now?
Man, so yeah, Kanye, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. Man, who else is another artist? I've been thinking about this. Y'all probably be surprised. Roddy Ricch is live as fuck. You know, a lot of West Coast, honestly. Yeah, man. Yeah. A lot of West Coast. I mean, of course, I love my South. You know, I love it down Texas, but you know, a lot of West Coast have been. I love the melodic. I love the sound of them. Like, it's really dope.
It's so distinct, their sound.
Yeah, it's really dope. I mean, I don't want to copy it, but I just love the sound.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Do you ever go into like other genres? Do you try and get like inspiration or influence?
Yeah, alternative. I really like what's her name? 707.
Oh, Shake, right?
Yeah, bro, she's fucking
insane.
Bro,
her projects are amazing.
My God.
They're like masterpieces.
Yes, and I think that's one of the projects that I was listening to, and I was thinking like, bro, oh my god, so I gotta make the greatest fucking album,
make it an experience.
Ever. Yeah, so that's what I've kind of will get inspiration from is from that that alternative album, because I love alternative. It's live as fuck. I don't always just listen to hip hop, but alternative really dope, and R&B, and that fucking. I think both are albums. I forgot the name.
I can't think of the names.
Yeah, I can't fucking think of the names.
Pick one and just run it.
Yeah, but man, those fucking albums are fucking amazing. The sound of it, the production. And
I think when she came for South One, I didn't get to see her. I was like, God, that would have been an amazing concert.
Yeah, she's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah, the vocals on her are amazing. But that's dope. What about as far as like melodics? Like you said, Roddy Ricch. Is that a lot?
Yeah, Roddy Ricch, A Boogie. Who else? I'm thinking of.
You ever like Anderson .Paak?
No, Anderson .Paak.
Yeah,
he's cool. No, don't get me wrong. He's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Even when he did that album with Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah,
that shit was different.
That was fucking special.
Yeah. Is he a melodic artist though?
Yeah. I feel like he was like one of the early ones that was like sort of on the like, I guess not early on, but like he was really doing like the singing and rapping, but like he actually sings and then he plays drum and like super artistic as hell,
Yeah.
So I was a huge fan of him, but he goes a lot into his melodic bag too.
Oh, okay. I never thought of him as a melodic artist. I don't know why. I mean, I always thought of him as maybe a little bit R&B, maybe soul.
I guess, that makes sense too. It's just because he mixes it a lot with rapping that like it kind of like borders onto like melodic, but at the same time, like what is what,
Exactly.
There's so much that falls under an umbrella.
I think maybe his beat choices, because he does a lot of drums and maybe piano a little bit more.
Yeah.
His beat choices is definitely more live music. He does more whole bands.
Yeah, for sure. That's dope. So going on to as far as the project that you have in store, what more can you talk about it? As far as like, obviously we know it's going to be an amazing project. I'm excited to once we get to the point where you're going to let people listen to find out what you're working on. What else can you mention about? What do you have ideas of how you want to like do the rollout, do the marketing or stuff like that? Or is that still like kind of like in the works? Yeah.
So we're still in the works with it. This one is definitely going to be a whole lot different rollout of it. I mean, because I'm going all the way until next year. I'm working on this full album for a whole fucking year. So I mean, the rollout, I already have ideas. Yeah, I can't really tell it because y'all gonna steal it for y'all next album, whatever. I don't
wait for it to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to happen, but it's definitely gonna be like crazy big. Like y'all would think, like, damn, a fucking local artist is doing this shit. So because I got ideas from other bigger artists that have done their shit, and I'm just like, oh shit. Yeah. So I got ideas. It's just, what the fuck the budget gonna be? I don't know. Yeah, but I never really worry about that because I'm gonna find ways. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna be like, all right, if we could do this at a good budget, then we're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's good. How do you? I guess going for that, how do you figure out your marketing? Because I mean, as you mentioned, you're also on TikTok, and I feel like nowadays it's crucial to be on TikTok and do stuff like that, because it seems like if you can make something pop in TikTok, like you'll get the mass audience,
Yeah. TikTok is it's hard and saturated right now. But I have noticed, I mean, like I was telling you from the beginning, melodic kind of goes a little bit further than rap does. Everybody likes to hear that beginning sound where it sounds so good to the ear. But like for the marketing, I got a whole lot more, of doing target audience and a lot bigger things, but we're still working on it. But I mean, as far as we're still working on it. That's it. Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming shows that we have in the next few weeks, if not months?
So we're working on a headline show.
Okay.
It will be at Life Sound Studios. They actually building a part on the side of the studio. It's kind of going to be like a club type.
Okay.
It's really going to be nice. We're just waiting for that to be done, and then boom, we can move into the headline show. But it's perfect timing because it's going to be a little bit after the When the Sun Sets album drops. So it's going to be perfect timing.
Performance for the
So I'm going to be doing both Miklo and When the Sun Sets. So that'll be like a first time where I mix hip hop.
I was about to say, is that going to influence how you approach your live performances?
Definitely, man. It's going to be hard. But I'm gonna figure out a way for sure. Shout out my DJ D Bar, man. We're gonna figure out a way that everything just kind of flows into each other.
Yeah.
I might even just put a story together.
Okay.
You don't know what the fuck I'm about to do.
Man,
so.
It's gonna be a play.
Yeah, man. I'm about to do a whole fucking play because, that's what I definitely want it to be. Thinking of Miklo like that. I want it to be something where the Miklo and When the Sun Set ties in together. I was even thinking of something like where Miklo is like this hard motherfucker at the beginning of it, but then when the sun sets, it's like everything's so different downhill. Yeah. So that's what I was kind of going to think of it.
Are you gonna get in your love song bag?
Hell yeah.
You have to, right?
Hell yeah, bro. You got to.
Okay. Man, I'm excited for that to come. I'm excited for everything that you have in the works, and like I said, even just listening to Miklo, it's been it's a dope project. It's
Thank you.
It's short and sweet, and it's just. Even the features that you have, obviously YC, a friend of the show.
Yeah.
His verse was always he kills it.
Man, I know he.
And you had
he outdid me.
Yeah, he goes. YC stupid,
goes
bro. Hard, bro. He goes hard.
Shout out YC, bro. Oh man, I sent him the song. Man, I sent him the song that day, right? And I was like, okay, my part's done. Whatever. Let me send YC this song. And then I went to the club. And then, like, probably a few hours later, he texted me back. He was like, hey, my feature's done. Here you go, bro.
Shit.
I was like,
here, take that.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I'm at the club trying to listen to it, music too blasting. I'm like, but I was like, I know this bitch hard. So as soon as I got into the car and he sent it back, bro, I was like, yeah.
Man, yeah. YC for sure never disappoints, and I'm glad he's
definitely unique, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad he got back into music the way he's getting now, because I've been knowing YC since back 1808 days. Back then when I was actually trying to rap, back when we were like 15, 16, he was out there just rocking the mic like always. It's never changed. So,
hell yeah.
But who are some of the other features that you had on Miklo? Because you have
1030 Montana and my boy No Side O'Malley from Houston, man. They were really great. 1030, I had to invite him over to the crib and knock out that feature as well. He was actually the last feature. I thought he wasn't going to be on the tape. He was almost not on the tape. Yeah, bro, because I was about to either do a second verse or I was going to throw somebody else on it, but he kind of took a while to finally get up on it. Yeah. So I think it was like a month before I was about to drop it too, and I was like, oh, thank God. So I was like, all right, bro, just come in, whatever. I'll mix it and I'll engineer it for him. Whatever. He came through, knocked it in about an hour, and after that, I did. And then shout out my boy No Side O'Malley. It's the same thing too. No Side, I invited him over, showed him actually the whole fucking project, and he was like, bro, I don't know if you know the song Bands, but he wanted to get on Bands, but I had already got the second verse
that was
ready.
Already done.
Yeah. I was like, he wanted to get on that one so bad, bro. He wanted to. He's like, oh, wait, hey, let me get on this one. I was like, nah, I can't, bro. I already got a second verse.
It's already out.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to say that shit for me. He's like, all right. He's like, all right, bro, that's good. But, man, he did good up on No Cap, man. He definitely did what I wanted him to do, tell his story. I told my story, now I want to hear your story, and that's what the whole No Cap was meant to be, It's just like, all right, I'm gonna give you a piece of me. It's not gonna be full, but it's gonna
insight.
Yeah, so it's like that's what I wanted to bring on that track.
Was it hard trying to figure out who you wanted to be on the project? Because I'm assuming you've already probably had features from other people that didn't make the EP.
Actually, no, not really. Actually, I knew I wanted them.
Yeah. Definitely,
it's Miklo, so I had to get the Mexicans on it.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, it's just not a no-brainer. So I was like, okay. But then I've been needing to do a feature with my boy No Side O'Malley.
Okay.
We've been talking since we first met. We always are like, hey man, we got to get on track. We send a couple songs to each other, blah blah blah. It never happened, but this time I'm glad it finally happened.
Yeah.
So it was a good deal.
Yeah. Is there any other artists that you look forward to working with in the future?
Oh. Drake, if you out there.
There you go. If you watching, he is watching. He don't be saying shit.
Yeah, Kanye, Kendrick. Baby King,
man.
But I mean, as far as local artists, I really want to work with what's his name? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm forgetting right now. He just dropped Out of Flaws. Oh my God, I'm forgetting names.
You talking about It's not Teddy, is it?
Teddy the Legacy, bro. My fault. He's good. Man, I finally met him in person, bro.
Yeah, good people.
Good people.
We've had him
bro.
on the show so many times.
Oh my God, shout out Teddy, bro. Really good people. I really want to
work with them.
Yeah,
that project too was good.
The project, bro. That's just what made me. Well, like, bro, we got to work together. I just want to learn your ways.
Yeah,
you know? It's like, damn, that shit's amazing. I always want to work with people that are a little bit better than me. You know. You're not that. Nah, it's fucking. Nah, bro. But he's a great fucking writer. The shit that he puts together was fucking amazing. So I was like, man, I really want to work with him. Kind of just like, get two artists that are great together and make a fucking great album.
Cook some up, that'd be dope. Because I definitely could see a lot of similarities into the way that y'all create y'all's projects.
Yeah, because he's. When I was listening now, I was like, oh shit, he's really rapping, and then he goes into like melodic and then the whole story, and I was like, bro, fuck yeah, that's live as fuck.
Man, shout out Teddy, friend of the show. We always run into him everywhere we go, so it's always good people. It's good seeing him still putting in work and getting the love that he deserves because great artist,
Yeah, he really is, man.
So that's for sure. That's dope. Yeah. I'm excited to see who you get into the studio with.
Hopefully, I'm gonna definitely get him. I'm gonna invite him either way. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Teddy, you got to come out, Teddy.
Teddy, you better get up on the 2024 album because goddamn, I need some help on that bitch. Like I said, for that 2024 album, I'm trying to get a whole lot of hands on it.
Yeah.
They might not be features, but I want them to be like
a part of it in some way.
Of something.
Yeah.
So.
And that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be exciting to see how
bro.
that comes into play.
Yeah, I feel like. Hopefully it is the first project that a lot of Austin people, a lot of artists are on it.
Yeah.
I try to always hit up artists and try to do something. Sometimes it don't work with our schedules, or maybe my music might not fit your music, but I want to get other people in here just like, hey bro, what do you think of this? Or, give me your ideas, or hey, just help me in a way where it can be 10 times better.
Yeah, like you play a role in creating something great. Well, I appreciate you coming out, bro. It's been a great conversation. As I said, this was long overdue. It ain't gonna be the last time. For sure want to sit down with you when that other project next year comes out, so we can just talk about the whole project, the whole hour, and just kind of let people know he told you it was gonna be a great project. So I'm looking forward to everything you got. For sure, I have to catch you at the next show.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Before we end the show, I do like to end, as I mentioned, on a positive note. Mm-hmm. Would you like to kick it off, or would you like me to kick it off?
Shit, actually, you kick it off, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Let me see. I guess. Honestly, this is the second time we record here, and I cannot remember if we even talked about what we were recording the last episode because I was a little faded. Yeah. But as y'all can tell, we are in a new environment. This is I don't know how else to say it. It's looking like this is gonna be our new home. I have to give my shout and special thanks to Mask, somebody who in Austin is well known and just does amazing things. As y'all can tell if y'all follow him, he basically built the studio with his own hands, and like you meet him, you can tell that he's somebody that if he gets something on his mind, he's gonna make it happen, so. Shout out Maz, shout out Elevate, shout out everybody that's played a crucial role into getting us here. The pod is in full swing again. Mm-hmm. We'll be back. You'll be seeing a lot more of us, so just stay tuned to what we have in store for y'all because we are not even getting started yet. So stay tuned, y'all.
Hell yeah. That's amazing.
Thank you, bro. Thank
you. Whole lot of shit to come, man.
Hell yeah.
I love it. Even just seeing Mexicans go up, bro. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. It's a must.
Yeah, bro. Gotta go up. But for me, man, I talk a lot about how I always want to elevate my game and how I want to be a bigger artist, how I want to just do everything amazing. I finally got connects to an industry level engineer that be working with Key Clock, the Baby.
Oh, wow.
Even bigger artists. He got even bigger artists that coming through all the time. And, me and him, we exchange numbers. So it's even if we can't do a whole lot, I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. Shout out to my boy Marcus, man. He definitely put me on. He hooked me up, and it's a blessing. And I hope I take full advantage. Just really making something happen. Because, like I said, I always want to elevate my game. I know what kind of artist I want to be. I want to be amazing. I want to be up there with the greats. And I just hopefully I keep manifesting.
I see it. Yeah, it's gonna happen, bro. Looking forward to it, and it's a pleasure to be a part of the the journey, because
yeah.
you don't have to look back one day and be like, man, I remember when I sat down with IDK, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate you. Like I said, special many thanks for coming out and making it out here with us and sitting down. Before we go, want to go ahead and share your socials and where people can find you and your music?
Yeah. So everything is gonna be Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at MFSTEPHENQ. Shit, you know, you can find my music anywhere your mama play, bro.
There you go. You heard it here, y'all. I'm Mario from the South Side, and I'm with
Stephen motherfucking Q, baby.
This I Don't Know That's Perfect, and we're out.